Hello, hello, hello. It must be Tuesday night. It must be, mustn't it? And we're here again. I'm feeling a little bit delicate. I'm feeling a bit delicate. The old drugs, the drugs are kicking in. So if I rush off, I'll initiate the holding video, which is, I don't know, what is the holding video these days? I think it's lava lamp, and rush to the little boy's room because my tummy, oh my tummy, it's been gurgling real bad. The metformin last few days, it's been really gurgling. Maybe it's the heat. Yeah, it was the heat. Zeb's in, and so's Bjorn, and they've been waiting. Oh, Zeb, you shouldn't ask that question. That question will get you blocked. And Payne's in. He says hello. Yeah, we're doing. My God, we're doing firsts and seconds and thirds. I mean, crikey. Where are we? What year is this? Is this? I don't know. 2008. I don't know. It feels like it. It feels like it. Gurgle. So yeah, I'm feeling delicate. But don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm sick of everything. I'm sick of being old. I'm sick of the aches and pains. I'm sick of my right knee hurting. I'm sick of it. But anyway, what should we talk about? What do you want to talk about? What does anyone? And also my eye. I've got a swollen eye. My eye. Everything's going wrong. I'm falling apart very slowly. I think this is hay fever though. I think I've got a thing because my eye's been sore for the last few days. And oh dear. Alex is in. Welcome to the time travel special. It certainly feels like it. What were you doing in 2008? Payne says, you mean it's not 2008? There's a 2 and 8 in it somewhere. Is there? I don't know. Is there? Oh dear. Liam says, definitely feels like 2008. Have you seen Economy? Insert Lurpak comment here. Yeah, but funny enough, price of Lurpak was all right back then. It was all right because we had the EU butter mountain, I believe, and the wine lakes. Who remembers the wine lakes and butter mountains of the EU circa 1990? Who remembers that? Mind you, remember, Eurozone's in recession. UK's not. Just saying, just putting it out there. But no one can afford their mortgage anymore. So, that's a shame. Should have got your deal in early. Rene's in. This is good evening. Zeb said recently bought all the albums by Colosseum. Oh God, I've got to be in the. Was it for those about to die? We salute you. I don't know why I just said that. Is that something to do with Colosseum? I feel like it is. It's fiddly. It's fiddly. I much prefer Mogul Thrash. So I'm more of a Mogul Thrash kind of guy than a Colosseum guy. Bjorn's in. He says, I've already been to the boys' room. I'm good for the next couple of hours. I don't know. My tummy's making some funny noises, and it has been for the last few days. Like I said, I can't play ball now. I'm doing stuff. You're supposed to catch it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, catch. Hey! Sorry, no dog cam because it's disconnected. Don't ask. Alex says, what's an 8 but a 3 looking in the mirror? Indeed. Payne says, we're in a 2 and 8. Cockney, indeed. Hay fever was a fever. A fever. Ah, right, not a hay fever. Indeed. It's funny what we hear, isn't it, when we're young? I'm trying to think of anything that I misheard, but I'm almost perfect in every way. I used to Bohemian Rhapsody lyrics. Was it the devil's got a sideboard for me, and spare him his life for these pork sausages? That's my misheard lyrics for Bohemian Rhapsody. That's what I thought they were when I was a wee child. There we go. Bjorn says, upset tummy. Darren's been listening to too much Peter Gabriel singles. Yeah, something's coming out. No, it's the metformin. Every so often, every few weeks. It's been quite a long time, actually. I've had quite a long run where I haven't been seriously banjaxed by it. But every so often, I get the screaming abdabs. Gee, maybe I should talk to my doctor about it if I could get an appointment. But our GP surgery serves, isn't it something like 14,000 people? And we wonder why we can't get a doctor's appointment. It's a funny world we live in. Payne says, we used to have wine lakes and butter mountains in the 70s and 80s, indeed. I think they lasted until the early 90s. And I don't know what happened to them. What happened? I think they all got turned into Lurpak. What, you want to see a t-shirt? You'll not get the reference. You'll not get the reference. That's a bit of an obscure one, that is. Zeb says, if those are about to die, yes, their debut. I knew that. Pinks is in, is Happy Tuesday, indeed. Antacids, no, it's not heartburn. It's the screaming abdabs. Pink says, enough of the singles, Pete. Just put out the album so we can whine about it. Well, there's 2 more releases. In the interim, since my review, which Pete really loved, I know he really enjoyed it, because he said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put out 2 more releases, because that'll cheer everybody up. What are they again? We have the IO post-band version. I think that means the band version, isn't it? And then we also have the Road to Joy post-band version to listen to. I haven't listened to them yet. I'll do it tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. Manana, they say. Payne says, I thought about it was to do with A levels. Now I've had A fever for 4 years, and it stopped being a pilot in the RAF. Sorry, you were going to be a pilot in the RAF? I thought you was a teacher, didn't you? Okay. I suppose if you were a pilot in the RAF and you had A fever, one false sneeze and the ejector seat would go off and you go out through the roof. Wait a minute, here comes hot beverage. Hot beverage. You know what I think I need? A commode.
Oh,
a commode. If I had a commode, I could just do the live stream. A commode. You mean definitely not? Or a bucket in the corner would be nice. A bucket in the corner, a paste bucket. You know, those big white paste buckets would be lovely. Just think, if I had a paste bucket just there, I wouldn't have to go upstairs. John says, hi Darren, I'm now an OAP. My goodness, what are your recommendations for 50-year reissues? 1973 feels like yesterday. All the best from sunny Glasgow. Well, I was only 2 years old in 1973, so I don't remember anything. Reissues, don't buy anything. He said, whatever you do, he said, whatever you do, he says, don't buy the reissue of this. You know, he said, don't do that, and whatever you do, don't buy the reissue of that. You see, so yeah, reissues. Oh God, what else have I got down here? Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Oh shoot, what have I done? There's too many records. I've got nowhere else to hide them. Oh, I forgot about you. I should put you on. Oh. Don't forget my rain stick. Well, I got your attention. It's a rain stick, Layla. Well, I like it. It's not particularly rainy, that one. I need a longer one. But it was an Amazon warehouse second, so I got it for £. See, that's what I do. You know what I do for fun? No, I don't pick up prostitutes. No, not anymore. I don't go down Bethnal Green on the hunt for women of easy virtue. Not anymore. It's good if you've got a car. You can't really curb crawl when you're just on Shank's pony. You know what I do for fun. You know what really turns me on? I go to the Amazon warehouse section for the returns, and I go into the percussion section, and I buy things like this. And I repair it because it was broken. Where's the brake? Yeah, see? It was broken. There, see there? It was broken. And that was all smashed. So I epoxied it good. And now I have a very expensive tambourine for cheaps. I'm a man of many tambourines. Look. I have an Egyptian tambourine as well. I love my tambourine collection. I don't know what it is about tambourines. Whoops, I can't get it balanced now. Stay there. That one is actual goat skin. It's true. There's a real goat in every one. Oh, blimey. And this one, I like the jangles. The jingle jangle on this one. They've all got a different noise, haven't they? I've probably woken the kids up. Stay there. I have them balanced. on the radiator. I actually forgot the word for radiator then. That's concerning. So that's what I do. I go looking for bargains in the Amazon warehouse section. We should do that. But yeah, 1973. What were the albums out in 1973? Oh, blimey. I have no idea. Albums of 1973. Let's see. Oh, well, you've got some of my favourites. 1973 music. Oh God. I shouldn't. Oh no, that's no good. Can't do that. What? This is just gibberish. Apparently, right. Albums released in 1973 by date, right? 5th of January, Aerosmith by Aerosmith. Greetings from Asbury Park by Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Who Do We Think We Are by Deep Purple. I'm actually skipping like the Bee Gees. Rick Wakeman, The Six Wives of Henry VIII. I'm Henry VIII, I am. I'm Henry VIII, I am. Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player by Elton John. Tanks by T-Rex. Right, let's go to February. Stooges, Raw Power. Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies. I think that's been reissued, isn't it? I think. Camel. Always gives me the ump. Shootout at the Fantasy Factory by Traffic. Solid Air by John Martin. In March, it's Dark Side of the Moon. You might have heard of that one. Penguin by Fleetwood Mac. Todd Rundgren, A Wizard, A True Star. We don't talk about ELO. No. Argent in Deep. Roxy Music for your pleasure. That band with that one, Shark's Lungs in Lemsip. Beck Bogart, A Piece. If I drink a lot of coffee, I might have to go for a piece. People say it's not pronounced like that. It's a peachy. Ours is the Holy by Led Zeppelin. I know that one. Birds of Fire by Vishnu. Bless you, Orchestra. Ooh La La by The Faces. Program's Grand Hotel. Atom by Tangerine Dream. This is I'm just speaking now. I'm saying words. None of this means anything. My Feet Are Smiling by Leo Kottke. There you go, that's a good one. Bit of a deep cut there. Sylvester and the Hot Band. Oh yeah, we all like a bit of Sylvester. Eagles, Desperado. Roger Daltrey. David Bowie, Aladdin Sane. Are you getting bored? Because I know I am. Arlo Guthrie, Last of the Brooklyn Cowboys. Incredible String Band. No Ruinous Feud. The Spinners with The Spinners. Paul Simon with There Goes Rhyming Simon. Isn't that the one with the Roaches doing backing vocals on that one? Hawkwind Space Ritual, they're reissuing that one. Backman Turner Overdrive with Backman Turner Overdrive and You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. Tubular Bells, we done that one. Yes Songs by Yes. Yeah. Shall I do that one? I can do that one. And definitely buy this, which is, it's not Yes Songs, but it's the same tapes. You know what I'm just being clever. I'm just being clever now. That was 1973 on the floor. Jean-Michel Jarre with Le Grange Brûlée, not creme brulee, Le Grange Brûlée. It's a shit business. Kevin Ayers, Banana More, good album. Scott Walker, Any Day Now. Glenn Campbell, I Knew Jesus Before He Was a Star. That sounds like a really good album. John Entwistle with Rigor Mortis Sets In, because he had a band called Rigor Mortis, didn't he? Gary Glitter with Touch Me. Can't do that one anymore. Willie Nelson with Shotgun Willie. That's his pet name, isn't it? Chicago with Chicago 6. You never see them with the Chicago Transit Authority, do you? Never see them in the same room at the same time. Budgie with Never Turn Your Back on a Friend. Cosmic Slot by Funkadelic. Yeah, now you're talking. Jethro Tull, Passion Play. Queen with Queen. Genesis with Genesis Live. Mott the Hoople. This is good, isn't it? 10cc. I'm just saying words, and that's just July. We haven't even got. We're not even at the end yet. We haven't got any good ones here. Marvin Gaye with Let's Get It On. Rolling Stones, Goat's Head Soup. Cans, Future Days. Henry Cow, Leg End. Frank Zappa, Overnight Sensation. I should do this every week. This isn't boring at all. Have we got any other good ones? Family, It's Only a Movie. Caravan, For Girls Who Grow Plump in the Night. That's a good one. Brian Ferry, These Foolish Things. That's not bad, because he had the Roxy album out, and then he did that one. God, he was busy, wasn't he? Genesis, Selling Them by the Pound. I don't think I've heard that one. Fleetwood Mac, mystery to me. David Bowie, Pin-Ups. Again, 2 albums in 1 year. Amazing. The Who, Quadrophenia. Peter Frampton with Frampton's Camel. What? Excuse me? Did Camel sue him for that? Focus at the Rainbow. John Martin, Inside Out. Again, 2 albums in a year. Brinsley Schwartz with Please Don't Ever Change. We're getting to November now. Roxy Music, Stranded. So what was that? 3 albums in a year? That can't be right. with Ferion. Ringo Starr with Ringo. Emerson Lake and Palmer, Brain Salad Surgery. Badfinger with Ass. Don't know, it's we're coming to the end, yeah. No, Ass. Black Sabbath with Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Yes, with Tales from Topographic Oceans. And Batman Turn Overdrive again with Batman Turn Overdrive 2. See, in those days, people would. And Gone with Angel's Egg. People would release like 2-3 albums in a year. Amazing. Anyway, I've completely. Where are we? Zeb says, I've always misheard the Yes song on Drama with vocoder. Sounds like it's singing Yes. No, I can't say that. Alex says, nah, the future of albums DIY style. Make your own track listings. I hate that. It's boring. Michael says, good morning from Tokyo. Indeed. Tokyo. Payne says, teaching was a long time after. They thought the tablets would make me incapable. I wasn't suitable for the RF culture anyway, even then. What, you couldn't grow the big moustache, the big handlebar moustache, and you kept losing your scarf? Was that the problem? Bjorn says, here comes the hot beverage, indeed. Pink says, who doesn't love a long rain stick? I don't know, ask Peter Gabriel. That was a short one. Bjorn says, rain stick makes for excellent ASMR content. Yeah. Liam says, today I learned there's a percussion section on the Amazon warehouse, indeed. Zeb says, least like Camel album. All of them. Payne says, I briefly worked at Amazon, and what people buy for fun isn't that repeatable. Well, I just stick to the percussion section, because, you know, yeah, or the music section in general, you know. And there's an extra 30% off actually today, because I watched Martin Lewis his program, and he reminded me that there's a extra 30%. So that means I can fill my boots full of percussion shit. It's going to be great. But yeah, I mean, for example, again, has he got? Let's have a little looky. This is the synthesizers. Look, we're into the synthesizer section now. Look, and these are all on offer, and you get an extra 30% off. Or gurgle, but there's nothing here. There's nothing here for me. Or get a Behringer Crave. What does that do? Oh, it's boring, isn't it? That's why I go to the percussion section. See, just stuff people have returned. Oh, an OPZ. It seemed very good. Okay, I'll add that to the basket. And will I get, if I go to basket, I thought you said you get extra 30% off. That's rubbish. I shall delete that from my basket. Let's go to the percussion section. No, I don't want that saved. I was just trying to see if you get 30% off or something really expensive. I bet it's only the real rubbish stuff. I'm going to the percussion section. Drums and percussion. Here we go. Drums and percussion. Hey, we can get a triangle. There's loads of things. Who wants a Tibetan singing bowl? No? I mean, he looks like he's having fun. 20 quid for that kit. And apparently it's the same kit that Phil Collins learnt on those. Who wants a handpan drum? Colour me interested. Oh, it's none for sale. That's rubbish. Bongos? I've got bongos already. They're not my bongos. They're Herb's bongos, but he never really took them up. But as you can see, there are many wonderful items to be purchased, like some wooden castanets. Yeah. Who wants a cymbal sizzler? Indeed. And so I spend my time looking at cymbal sizzlers and things. Vibraslap. Who wouldn't want a Vibraslap? Wow. I want a Vibraslap. I'm going to see if I can... Oh, what have I done? Wait a minute. Did I just add that to the basket? Why has it gone like that? Oh, I want to go back. That's it. Go to the basket. No, would this get my 10% off or 30% off? No. So where are these bargains that they were offering? I'll delete that. That would be nice to have a Vibraslap. I would like one. Wouldn't you? Who wouldn't like a Vibraslap? Shop now. Selection. Oh right, I see. So you've got to do the stuff that they tell you. It's mainly books. This is rubbish. This is all rubbish. Let's go to live stream. Tom says that tambourine collection will make Bill Collins jealous indeed. He can't play tambourine anymore. Michael says I have no tambourine. Well, that's because I've got all the tambourines. I bought them all up. All the tambourines in the world. Don't ask. I like tambourine. I like them. Some of them I think are really fine. I think the minor ones are really nice. One day I'll afford a Remo drum. Indeed. Bjorn says good morning Tokyo. Everyone's saying good morning to Tokyo. He says that's an astonishing amount of miles from me in Norway. The one where I showed off my tambourines, indeed. Payne says I've got a tambourine from the 1960s. See, this is what we want. This is top tier YouTube content. You see, you just don't get this anywhere else. You know, these revelations. You know. In the comments, what's the oldest piece of hand percussion in your household? Ay. Zeb says Peter Gabriel cancelled an upcoming show due to problems beyond his control. Oh, was that Nottingham, wasn't it? There was a gig in Nottingham that he cancelled due to logistical issues. We'll never know what that is. Yeah, 1973, yeah. Cyrus is in, he says Zip Flip. Again, every week he entertains us with his quirky entrances. Blunt says Dark Side of the Moon by the Roger Waters Band, yeah, the self-same one. He did it all himself, even the cover, you know, did it all. Cyrus says, is this all the albums that are celebrating 50th anniversary? Yeah, it is. They're all albums from 1973, so, you know, we was just having a little look back, seeing if there are any good reissues coming. Though they are, for those of you who are interested, if you've got lots of money to spend, they're reissuing the first 4 Fairport Convention albums on vinyl again, which should be good. This was funny. Well, I thought it was funny. You might not find it funny, but HMV have been doing the 1921 collection, which they celebrate 100 years of HMV, and they've been doing it for 3 years now. And in part of this thing, they release reissues of albums, iconic albums, sometimes like in coloured vinyl issues. And I've picked up a few in the past. They did a Penguin Cafe one on shit brown vinyl, which was really nice. I think it could have been a better colour, but they had The Doors, LA Woman, in yellow vinyl, And I thought, oh, maybe I will. And then I clicked on it, and they wanted $49.99 for it, and I went, don't think so. Don't think so. So that tickled me. I thought that has got to be one of the highest prices for a reissue I've ever seen. I think we've reached the top now for a single album, and its only discerning feature is that it's yellow pressing, yellow vinyl. I thought, nah, I'll wait till you have a sale and you drop that by half, because that is stupid. Alex's Faust 4 is also a great album. We've never got into them. Payne says also Ring Ring by ABBA. Let's have a cheer for ABBA. Pink says, where's the guy that was always raved about Hawkwind in the chat? I haven't seen him anymore. Scared him off. It's because he liked. Was it? I think he went trans or something. And I said, okay, that's what you think, you know. Because I believe in biological reality. So you can dress like whatever you want. I don't give a fuck, right? But it don't make you a woman. And I think I scared him off. But then he did like taking lots of drugs, which of course wouldn't have helped his autism, which I often disapproved of. I did say, you don't want to do that because it's not going to help you. So yeah, let's listen to all that space rock. You see, you've got to take drugs to appreciate it, innit? And end up dressing as a woman. So whatever gets you through the night. Yeah, there you go. But I scare you all off in the end. Eventually. Cyrus says Quadrophenia was also 73. Indeed, I did mention that one. But we're getting Who's Next remixed by Stephen Bloody Wilson. Can't he keep his grubby hands off of everything? Bjorn says Touch Me by Gary Glitter. Is that the duet album with Jimmy Savile? Well, you see, the thing about those two is only one of them was ever found guilty. You see, so I think you're being a bit unfair, old Jimmy. You know, he died an innocent man. You shouldn't really lump him in with Glitter. I love winding up the idiots. Oh dear. Now then. New York Dolls, indeed, says Alex. Jelly. Oh, what's that? Where am I? I've lost. Oh God, it's all gone. Where was I? You New York Dolls. Oh God, where am I? Where was I? Yeah, New York Dolls. That was it. Alex Blunt says New York Dolls. Jelly says, always in the kitchen at parties. No, not at the moment. And it says, Christ, even when we're doing it, is this content? I don't know. Is it content? I think everything's content. Bruce says, hi Darren, just turned 50. Did you do anything exciting for your 50th? I went on holiday with the family. It was hot and I got covered in mosquito bites. Caught the cold on the plane back. Well, no, I didn't do anything because I'm boring. Hello. It was 2 years ago. I didn't do anything. I bought a guitar. Bought that guitar there. That one. That one there. And that was my present. No, why would it look? Why would you look? Birthdays are okay when you're young, but when you get old, what's the point? I don't want to celebrate, you know, getting 1 year closer to my demise. I'd rather forget about it, you know. I like Father's Day instead and things like that. But no, birthdays are not for me. Alex says, when's the Xylophone album coming out? I don't actually have a xylophone. Though, I could always see if they've got one. I could, if I wanted to, get myself a xylophone. I feel a bit aggrieved that the I'm being stiffed on the old 30th. All right. Oh, I found it. These are the items where you can get 30% off. Here we go. And they're being really generous. Look. I can get a felt bass drum beater, a darbuka. I don't want a darbuka. A Sansuri bass drum pedal beater. Don't want one of those. But I could get multicoloured egg shakers, box of 40. I could have 40 egg shakers, and you'd all be jealous of my egg shakers. How about an 8-inch wooden floor drum? Or a little kalimba? And these are the extra 30% off. Mind you, there's a Meinl tambourine, 10-inch with a dove. It's religious. It's a worship tambourine, apparently. Really? How would you know? God, I'm tempted. I could have another tambourine, couldn't I? I found all the cheap stuff. It's under there's a special section called Amazon Warehouse Event. Actually, now that's something I wouldn't mind. I could do with one of these. It's the Zoom H2N handy recorder. And you're probably going, why, Darren? Why? Why? Because my little recorder that I've got, the screen is now so small I can't read it. And that's got a nice big screen. I'll be able to read it. Oh, I could do that. I could sell my old one. Let's have a look. Do we get the 30% off? Yes, we do. We get it for £74. Oh, that'd be good. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get it. Because I could actually do it. I've been wanting one of those. And it's a return. And you do get 30 quid off. 30%. Yeah, you get 30 quid off. That's not bad, is it? And I could sell my old one and cover the cost. And I'll be able to read it. And I could do some really good outdoor recording now. Cool. Because I had one of those years ago. But I bought a smaller one to replace it. Which was silly. But I'm glad I found something. What else is there? There might be something else. An Elton John record. No, I don't want an Elton John record. Oh dear. A harmonica. Jelly says synthetic with a voice box can't beat it apart from the spit in the tube. Okay. Pink says I want some steel drums for that sweet Calypso sound. I don't think I'll fit a set of steel drums in this room. I don't think it's going to happen. Blunt says £10. Who can say no? Indeed. Payne says I've also got a recorder from 1970s, but I don't want to show off. Hey, so have I. Hey, this is my original school recorder, and I remember when my mum and dad got it for me. Because my dad was still around, and that was before he ran off to that whore. I'm right on the eye. I remember we went to the music shop. There was a music shop near the Lion and Key pub in Leighton, and this was expensive. This is a relic. This is made out of proper wood, not one of those cheap plastic rubbish. But yeah, this is a shot. Let's see, shot. Look at that. This was carved by some wise German craftsman back in the 70s. He's dead now. But I've still got his recorder that he carved. There you go. Blunt says, I've got one of those wooden frogs you hit with a stick. Does that count? They're good. Sarah says, thoughts on hip hop having little or no chart chop. This is a tongue twister. Thoughts on hip hop having little or no chart toppers this year. Is there hip hop anymore? There's no real hip hop anymore, is there? There's no real hip hop. It all went a bit weird, didn't it? Because hip hop kind of turned into rap. You know, it's not like the good old days, the Sugar Hill Gang and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Melly Mel and all that. Not like those days. Yeah. Tom says nobody cares about hip hop anymore. It's true. Nobody cares. All about music in general. He's true. Alex says, what is even music? I don't know. I don't even know that. I don't even know. Alex says, I remember trying to get all the LCD sound system records on vinyl, and good lord, eye-wateringly expensive. Just get on CD. You see, now CDs are at the rate where vinyl was in the late 80s. You know, whereas I filled my boots in the late 80s with vinyl for quids. You can do it now with CDs. So you want to get in there. You want to get in there and fill your boots with CDs. CDs and the new vinyl. Don't you forget it. Oh, that's good. Oh, dear. There's a book here, The Who Drum Play Along. You can get that 30% off of that, and it's next to top 20 hit recorder hits. I think they're trying to tell me something. I think there's something. Now, if it was top 20 hits by The Who on recorder, now that would be something, wouldn't it? That would be something. This is a very short book. It's the great songs of John Lennon. Just got Imagine in it. That's it. Nothing else. Lot of books, lot of music books. There's a lot of music books. Not enough musical. Let's go for synthesizers. That's not a synthesizer. String instruments. Oh, they're very stingy with the offers. Wind? They've got a clarinet. That wouldn't annoy the neighbours. Me trying to learn the clarinet. To do recording. Oh dear. Ooh. So I got carried away just looking at all the stuff in the Amazon warehouse. It's quite hypnotic. It's quite hypnotic. 1973 says, why Soft Machine 7 was released? Yeah, nobody cares then. Nobody cares. Just says, I saw Hawkwood in 83 at the age of 12, but I've turned out kind of normal. 25 years of therapy got shot of that. Yeah, don't listen to Gong and Hawkwind. It's a slippery slope. I don't mind bits of Hawkwind, you know, but Gong, no, not unless it's the jazzy stuff. Pierre Merlin's Gong, which isn't actually named after his gong. You think it would be, wouldn't you? Liam says, I've had a Zoom H2 for over 10 years. Works perfectly. Definitely recommend. Yeah, well, I had not that one. I had like a previous one. I don't know why I sold it. I probably needed the money. And but like I've got the small one. Yeah, I've got this one. Got that one. That one. It's covered in dust. I can't read the screen anymore. The screen's too small. I'm like that. What does it do? And I mean, it's all right if you want. So yeah, if anyone wants to buy this off me, I've got the box and everything. It'll be on eBay. It still works, honest. God blimey. See, look, see, it works. Look, see, works. It works, and everything. It's just a bit dusty. That's funny because I can read that. If I hold it up like that, I can actually read it. But when I look at it like that, I have to hold it that far away, and I can't bloody read it. But if I hold it up like that, I can read it. How can that be right? It can't be right. This is bullshit. Oh, why did I have to get old? Why am I so old? Why is my eyesight failing? Why does my right knee hurt all the time? It's not fair. It's not fair. I want to be young again. I want to be young. You can't be young, Darren. You're old now. It's all over for you. I should take you out to a field and just shoot you and be done with it. Do 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 do. Where are we? James says, did you get the last EMI release from Marillion? No, I didn't get the last two because I gave up because I don't care anymore. Love Season's End, though the remix is shite. Apparently they're continuing the series with This Strange Engine. Who cares? Who cares? Look, I was spending the money to watch a DVD and then never listen to it again, so it was kind of pointless, you know. And all these remixes, the remixes were absolutely awful. To be honest, you don't need them. You don't need them. Don't need any of it. Just stream it. Just stream everything. So no. Alex says Darren's field recording adventures. Well, you laugh, but I'd like to get some birdsong. They get some really nice bird songs early in the morning around here, and I'd like to be able to, I don't know, do that. Stick it out the window. Might even stick the recorder out the window too. But you do get some nice, or the rain when it's raining. I quite like the sound of rain against the window. But the problem is there's a lot of cars around here, so I get a lot of car noise as well. So there you go. But it's useful when I'm recording. Sometimes when I'm doing videos, so if I'm doing stuff in the kitchen, or if I'm doing stuff not here, I can just have the just record the my voice using this or that, and just have it sitting there. It's like a backup, you know. I like having a backup sometimes. Payne says, that's it, I'm tired. Good night, everyone. Well, have a lovely sleep. Alex says, Billy Wood's new album is very good if you're looking for good modern hip hop. I'm not really. Almost makes me wish I could read. Okay. Blunt says, time to buy a sitar on the Amazon warehouse. It could happen. James says, Tony Banks, has he done a synth book? No, but he's featured in the Rock School books. Who remembers Rock School? Deirdre. He's in that, but no, I don't think he's ever had a book out. It'd be very, very boring. It'd be very, very dull. Very dull. Oh, mind you, it'd be good. Is it any microphones going cheap? It's always good to get a cheap microphone or an expensive microphone going cheap. Nah, that's no good. What else have we got? Microphones. Nope. Not cheap enough. Guitars. I've never... What? Rock Tile? What the fuck's Rock Tile? Never heard of them. Who? Who? Is that a good brand? Rock Tile? It's one of those Chinese guitars, isn't it? It's a Gibson. Hey, here's a bargain. A selection of knobs. Hey, look at that. A selection of knobs. You never know. You never know when they could come in handy. General music making accessories. Well, that's a bit vague. That is actually a section. General music making accessories. And it's not very inspiring, I'm sorry. Though if I want, I can get a case for my conductor's baton. Of course. Could be useful. Could be useful because, you know, I'm always misplacing my baton. It happens. Bass guitar. Is there anything there? Absolutely fuck all in the bass guitar section. Look at that. Though we can always look in the computer section at a later point, Darren. What was that? Computers and accessories. Wow, there's just a plethora of junk that I can go. That is just a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. Blunt says, just had a look myself. You can get an oud. That's oud. Liam says, I will definitely go down the Amazon warehouse rabbit hole tomorrow. Be careful. You might want to, I don't know, tie a bit of string to the doorknob, and then just in case you get lost, so you can find your way back, you know, because it's scary. Bjorn says, on the subject of 1973, I've pre-ordered the 50th anniversary of Ziggy Stardust film. Looking forward to that. Yeah, they've tidied it up. You can see it in the cinema as well, apparently, I think. Mind you, was it tonight? Tonight they were showing The Wicker Man at the cinema. Go and see The Wicker Man, because they're bringing out the 4K. I know, I've got a big pile of Wicker Man DVDs. Pink says, I'll make a band named after my big loud gong. Indeed. Alex says, I mean, if you're got something to brag about, indeed. Pink says, you should see my gong. Carl Palmer would love it. James says, Kate Bush loved recording birds. Rene says, could have gone for glasses instead of a new Zoom mic. Where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? But I don't want glasses. I don't want near glasses, because then I'll be old. I've got glasses for long-sighted, so I can see things in the distance, because I'm long-sighted. I'm not short-sighted. Just have trouble with these little LCD displays. They're for children. They're not for men. Not for adults. Cyrus says, the one where I showed my wood. Really, Cyrus? That's a bit crude, isn't it? A bit crude. You've lowered the tone. I hope you're pleased with yourself. Blunt says, speaking of guitars, did I ever pull the trigger on the Jag Stag? No, I didn't. No, but I did swap out one Jaguar for another. Did you see? Was you here for that, Alex? I got rid of my blue one because I found this. I found this instead. For this has got An actual rosewood fingerboard. Oh my god. This is from 2015, and it's the old. It's got a bit of a flame there. Look, got a bit of a flame on, but look, it's got a rosewood fingerboard. And yeah, I sold one Jaguar and replaced it with another because I'm an idiot. But there you go. I always wanted that one, you see. I saw one of those on Cash Converters and I should have got it, but I didn't. But there you go. But no, I never went for the Jagstag. No. Jagstang. James says, I remember getting a tab book by Wolf Marsh back in the late 80s. Cost about 20 quid. Had a cassette and started me on the guitar journey. I started with Rock School book. Yeah. One day I'll read the bloody thing. Liam says, I guess you have to visit the page often because good stuff may sell quickly. I don't think so. I don't think people really know about it. I think, because it's like this is all used stuff, and I think people can be a little bit fussy. Whereas I don't mind taking a punt, seeing what I get. Having a little poke around. Tom Pink says, I feel like Darren wants to make some kinky jokes, but he's holding himself. I'm not allowed to hold myself. Blunt says, that's a sexy guitar indeed. Did I get rid of the gold one? No, I've still got that one. I was toying with it. I was toying with selling it. But it's the fake gold foil pickups, you see. Because they're not this. People say that they're not really gold foil. But they're single coil kind of humbuckery type things, I think. How does Fender describe them? I can't remember. Let me have a look. Let me go to the Fender page. Don't tell me. Fender page. Oh God, no. Pop-ups whenever you go anywhere. Jazzmaster. It's a Jazzmaster. Come on. Here we go. Gold foil Jazzmaster. It is, what do they call them? Fender gold foil mini humbuckers. Now, some people say that they're not truly gold foil. Then why would Fender lie about them? Fender wouldn't lie. Fender wouldn't lie, would they? But yeah, they're described as gold foil mini humbuckers. Some say that they're not humbuckers and that they're single coil, and I think they're mistaken. But they have such a airy kind of open sound to them. They're very interesting. They've got a really kind of you can get a variety of tone. You can get a plucky, almost a stratty kind of tone, but you can also get some thick stuff in there as well. And I like that. I like guitars that are, have a variety. And but yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe one day. I don't know. You know what I'm like. You know what I like. I've sold an awful lot of guitars. Where are we? James says, see Maiden in a couple of weeks. Set themed on my favourite album. Should be good fun. No, they always put on a good show, don't they? Liam says, do I own a Boomwhacker? I don't even know what that is. A Boomwhacker? No, I don't know what that is. I'm going to type it in. Is this going to take me to somewhere awful? Boomwhacker. What the what? Percussion instrument. I know, I can't afford one of those. But no, I don't own a Boomwhacker. I guess you hit it. James says, wax did pickups, low noise. Yeah. Cyrus says, looking forward to the summer. We're already having the summer, Cyrus. It's already been very warm here at the moment. So yeah, we're in the summer. Summer is happening. It's all right. It's all right, indeed. Alex says, I'm off to Glasgow to see Death Grips. The only show in England was Manchester and part of the festival. Only for announced the London show like 3 days after I booked the tickets. Oh well. Well, you know, these things happen. But I'm sure you'll have a good time. Get to go to Glasgow, I suppose. I think. Is that a good thing? I don't know. It's got to be a good thing, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh, excuse me. Any more for any more? Any more for any more? We've hit the bump again. It goes to midnight and everyone goes quiet. Everyone goes, shh. Let's be quiet. Oh, 4 thumbs down. Oh, someone's annoyed. Gee, I wonder what I did to them. I guess we'll never know. So yeah, if you could all hit the thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs up, doesn't matter. But yeah, everyone hit the thumbs down button. We'll see what happens. Will it blow up? Oh dear. I can't believe somebody isn't enjoying this. That's a shame. You'd think they'd be having fun, wouldn't you? Oh. Imagine not being able to have fun. It's a shame, though, isn't it? Oh, just sitting there, seething, not being able to have any fun. Isn't it a shame? Isn't it a shame? Do. Sorry, says, cool. It's just here. Summer doesn't technically start until tomorrow. Well, yeah. Well, tomorrow's now, today, because it's the 21st, the longest day. But no, we've had some very fine weather, very hot weather, and thunderstorms, because that's what happens. But no, it's been pleasant. It's been pleasant, very pleasant. After that cold winter, which seemed to hang around for far too long, we didn't really have a spring. Spring was a bit of a washout. It's good to have some nice weather. So, but then you live in LA, so in California, where it's like that all year round. James says, "How's Zelda going? Love it. I just can't have the time to play it. I don't play it any. Just let Verity play it. I don't know. I've got to be in the mood. I'm not in the mood. Very, like I say, we've got one cartridge and Verity's been playing it, so I can't keep bothering to get it off of her. Whereas before, when we had Breath of the Wild, I had the cartridge, and she wasn't interested. She didn't play it for like 2 years after the game came out because she wouldn't play it. And I convinced her to play it, and then she became a lifelong fan. Shouldn't have convinced her. So I'm just letting her play. Blunt says, I think I asked this age ago, but I've forgotten the answer. What's the painting you've got in the background? Which one? There are many paintings. What, this one? Or that one? Or that one? That one? Or that one? For that is Laurie Anderson. United States Live EP. That's Caravan in the Grand Land of Grey and Pink. That one there is Peter Hamill, Loops and Reels artwork, and that's signed by him and the artist. And this one is Fireships artwork, and I got those two, crikey, at a Peter Hamill gig in the late 90s or mid 90s. Yeah, at the Barbican, and it was funny because both me and the missus were really ill. I had the flu, and she wasn't well either, and I have very little memory of it because we were both so ill. Breadwig says, "Still Al Stewart a couple of weeks ago. He still sounded good." And it says the one we were trying to blow up YouTube. Don't say that. I'm already demonetised. You know that. What I love about YouTube is every live stream I do, they demonetise. Before I even do anything, they say, this content isn't suitable for anyone. Look, so this is what they do to me. This is what they do. Look, he says. Look, it says, look at that. Now, we're not talking about anything offensive. And then I have to appeal. And then it can take up to 7 days for them to go, yeah, that's perfectly fine. And by then, no one's watched it. So, and it also limits who sees the video, which is nice. So there you go. Oh, so yeah, it's really boring. Trying to do anything on YouTube is really boring. And like I said, I feel like stopping it is boring because you're constantly fighting against YouTube. And it's like, why? I can understand it if what I did was controversial in any way, shape or form, but it isn't. It's really boring. But, that's what we have to do because YouTube is stupid. Craig says, just adjusted the truss rod on guitar. I was always too scared to do it before. Begin to understand your love of Allen keys. Begin of a great adventure. I'm a man of many Allen keys. Yeah. Again, don't over tighten it. Remember, only like a quarter turn, maybe a half at the most, and then leave it. Leave it for a couple of days. Yeah. Worst thing you can do is force it. I mean, I've actually had a truss rod. Mind you, I think the guitar was already, because I bought a guitar, like a return guitar as a bass, Squire bass, and the truss rod wasn't really doing anything. I tightened it, and it just, and that was the end of that, and I sold it. These things happen, but yeah, don't over tighten it. Cyrus says, oh no, Cinema Situation, I saw a bunch of artists I was looking forward to appearing at a couple of festivals. Though Death Grips has a standard concert where I'm at. Alex says, well, gives me an excuse to head to Scotland. He says, you're going to catch Eno gig at the South Bank. Yours for the low price of £130 a ticket. It's not £130. Oh, no. Oh, no. See, if I were to take the family, there's box tickets, you see, and they're £165, and we need 4. Now, when I saw the Penguin Cafe at the South Bank, where he's playing, same place, we had a box for the family. We all went, and it cost me, all 4 of us, £105. That was all of us. The family went. So Eno can take all the money and roll it up and shove it up his own bum. Because he ain't getting any money out of me. Anyway, it's like a boring orchestral shit, from the ship. Oh, boring. It is boring. So I says, yeah, with LA, spring has been more rainy than usual. However, we did go through a time a couple of years ago when the warm weather lasted longer than usual. James says, YouTube, see you next Tuesday. Indeed, it really is a load of see you next Tuesday. Pink says, given an unfavourable review to anything by or involving Stephen Wilson is controversial, apparently. Well, look, unless I deliver a 5-star review of anything, it doesn't have to be Wilson, it could be anything, someone will wander in and say, all together now, why did you review it if you didn't like it? Or, the one that came before that, why did you buy it if you didn't like it? Because, I'm old school. I buy records, then I listen to them and I think, I don't really like that. And then I sell them on. Because I'm old school, People on social media. It's so funny. James says, quarter turn on the truss rod, let it settle, then go again if needed. That's it. It's a gentle art. You don't want to overdo it. I mean, it's very, very rare to completely wank a truss rod. I mean, again, if it is a bit tight, loosen it first. Seriously, loosen it, let it settle, and then tighten it, retighten it, because sometimes, you know, it can make it a bit easier. I'm no expert on this. It's just, you know, it's what you do over the years. But what I hate is the ones that are at the other end. He said, are you like that? Yeah. Oh God. It's so heavy. Oh. You see these ones? Look, I don't know if you can see. Can you? I've just battered myself. I've given myself brain damage. That's it. It's all over now. What was I doing? This is so heavy because it's mahogany. It's fucking pure mahogany. Ugh. Now you see there. That's where your truss rod nut is. It's actually a screw, so you have to take the neck off to access it. That's the old style before they started putting up that end. So if you want to adjust this, you've got to take off the strings. You don't have to. There is a cheat. I'll tell you the cheat, right? And then you have to loosen the neck and do the screw end. Now, the cheat. I've left me capo in the other room. But what is the cheat, right? You put a capo on the 12th fret, right? You can't buy this knowledge. This knowledge, you can't buy this. You put a capo on the 12th fret and you loosen the strings. Obviously, because if you try and take the neck off with the strings tightened, it's not going to work. So capo, loosen, not all the way, but you know, till they're slack. Capo, then pop the neck. Just pop it, and then tighten it all up. Tighten the strings. Take off the capo. Don't have to take the strings off. I've saved you some time there. That's a time-saving tip. That is. Time saver. That is. You see? You don't get that information anywhere else. You don't get that information anywhere else. Yeah. Alex says, I was meant to go to the Barbican back in May. Father John Misty was covering the songs of Scott Walker with the BBC Symphony Orchestra, but tickets sold out pretty quick. Sad times. Alex says, sorry I'm late. Yeah, it's alright. Sorry, says, I still feel YouTube should treat age-appropriate content with a disclaimer, sort of so every non-kid friendly video. Absolutely. Every video should be self-rated. You know, I'd sign up for that. You know, so if you've got swears in, it should be, I don't know, 15 or something. And that's it. But then everyone would have to provide ID. And everyone goes on about, ID, schmid or whatnot. YouTube doesn't know what it wants to be. It wants to be television. It wants to be legit. But there's lots of dubious content on here. Lots of dubious content. Like with Facebook. You know, there's, again, on, was it the shorts and the reels and the things? You see content. Again, it's of no interest to me. I don't know why it's fed to me, because I'd understand it if this stuff was like guitar stuff. But there's usually, I don't know, women jiggling around. And you click on it, out of curiosity, out of research mind, honest, and it's all filtering you and funneling you to OnlyFans pages. And that's fine. That seems to be fine for all these social media sites, you know. And that appears in everything. Everything leads to OnlyFans. I fear, especially where women are concerned. If there's a female social influencer jiggering around, there's usually OnlyFans is at the end of it, and that content's fine. That's fine. But if I sit here and talk about, I don't know, truss rods, I get slapped with a warning. No advertising for you. Your video will be suppressed. So, okay. okay. And that's what they do to me. Because it's all kind of messed up. There's some real dubious stuff out there. And people with dubious intent as well. But like I say, for the rest of us, we flail around and we wonder why we do this. I don't know why. I have to get rid of my camera, I guess. So it's also said, because why have the content creators remove profanity on the first minute with these age-appropriate rules when you have this disclaimer warning kids minors advertised right there? I don't understand what YouTube wants to be. I mean, if they set it up as we all self-certificate, right? And then if I had that option, yeah, then I'd say mine's more for the mature audience. I don't have a problem with that, as long as my content is treated as same as everybody else's and it's not blocked and shadow fucking filtered, because I know it's what they do. And they introduce a system where if your content is reported and is deemed to be inappropriate or whatever, and you've put it in a different age rating, instant, blockage or firing or whatever, or 3 strikes and you're out. I don't know, figure it out. There are ways of doing this. But then, like I say, everyone logging in would have to identify themselves as being an adult, and people don't want to do that because they like to be anonymous, because then the anonymous fucks can terrorise you. And that's what, I ain't got a problem. I ain't got a problem identifying myself. I'm here. I don't have an issue with it, but the people who want to remain anonymous do have an issue because they're anonymous fucks, Not all of us can sit here like yourself and use your own name. There are a lot of cowards out there, and you've got to ask yourself why. Why don't they want to identify themselves? But yeah, that's the problem. It's all right self-certifying something, but then you've got to get the viewer to certify themselves that they're adult or a child. And not everybody wants to do that or can do that. So, and YouTube's got a massive all the social medias. This is what I was saying about the jiggling women. They've all got a massive identity problem, because under the surface there's an awful amount of adult orientated content. Like I say, you just a click away from an OnlyFans profile, and a lot of influencers use it for that. Again, I don't care. It doesn't, it's not. That's no business of mine. I have no interest in it. But like I say, I have this stuff appearing, and normally when they deliver stuff to you, it's stuff that appeals to you. That's what I was saying. So I'd expect, I don't know, guitar videos or something like that. I get it with the targeted ads on Facebook and whatnot. And the same with I guess with YouTube on the suggestions. It's usually guitars or I don't know, video games or whatnot, or movies, movie reviews. But with the reels, is that what it's called? What's it called? What's the YouTube version called? Oh God, I'm having a brain fart. Shorts. You get all sorts of this weird content, and it will lead you down a rabbit hole that takes you to OnlyFans. And that's really, again, you get these things every so often. You get these trends popping up, and I find it fascinating how people game the system. There's a lot of that gaming the system. I don't know if they're aware of it. I don't know if anyone's aware of it, because it is so subtle these days. But there you go. Blunt says, most musicians smash their gear, Darren, not the other way around. But yeah, all roads lead to OnlyFans, indeed. Liam says, didgeridoo, demonetised. Didgeridoo. Alex says, I bought a semi-acoustic from Amazon. It's crap. It's unplayable. The strings almost stuck to the frets. It's really heavy too. I'm guessing I need to loosen the truss rod. Yeah, in that instance, it's going that way. Because with a guitar, you've got to get a little bit of a curve. Just a slight curve in it. You don't. Some guitars can be straight. Again, it all depends on the make of the guitar. what you call them, super strats, those fast guitars. They can have like really straight necks because the way the bridge and the nut are aligned, they're really straight necks, so you can do fast play. But regular kind of guitars, I don't know if I can really demonstrate it here. I'll hold up a guitar and you can see if you can see. There has to be just a little bit of a. You're not going to see it unless I. So if you hold it, there's got to be enough from the final fret there to the top fret there. There's got to be a gap between the strings. The strings can't be touching the frets. You've got to have a little bit of a slight bow, not a big bow. That's because again, it is an art. It is a skill. It's just a very slight bow, so it accommodates the vibration of the string. So when you play it, the string goes like that, and so there has to be a bit of a bow, otherwise it's going to choke. It's going to fret out. So you need a slight, but you don't want it to be too big, because then around the 8th to 12th fret, you won't be able to hold the string down. And then if you go the other way, if it goes, so you've got a concave, and if you go convex, I'm a regular Marcel Marceau. If you go concave, if you go convex, then the strings are going to fret out. So yeah, you've got to go the other way. It's good luck, and so you need to loosen it. But if it's an acoustic, their access is at that end. You see, sometimes it's hidden under there. I don't know if you can catch that. So you've got to go in there, and it's in it counter. It's not the way you do it the other way. The other way is, I think you go. It's counter clockwise. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So there it'll be lefty tighty, righty loosey. I think that's how it works. Oh, don't hold me on that. I tend to leave the acoustics alone. I've never really had a problem with them, to be honest. So they're usually fine. So yeah. God, this is fascinating, isn't it? This is why they come here. This is why they come. Liam says, weird thing is YouTube as a kids feature. If you market for kids, ads are limited to specific kinds. There's no comment section, etc. But the non-kid stuff seems so heavily demonetized, limited. Oh, it is just impossible. And again, when you do go through the appeal process, they never tell you what the problem is. They just it's like being in an abusive relationship. Your partner comes home, you cook them dinner, they pick up the dinner, they throw it at the wall and walk out, and you go, well, what's wrong? And they go, I'm not telling you, and then they slam the door and they leave. That's YouTube, because I like I said, I don't think what I do is offensive or need for demonetization. I cover some news stuff on Coffee Time, but again, there's a lot of adverts on the news. You don't see the news programs not running any adverts. I don't understand that. But again, I don't understand the logic. But they don't tell you what the problem is. If they actually said to you, well, we've done this because there's too much swearing, or there's a particular subject you're not allowed to talk about. But all they say is, this has been manually reviewed and we feel this isn't suitable for all advertisers. And you go, But what they don't tell you is once you get that, the video is kind of taken out of circulation as well. And it's like, okay. So you kind of punished twice. And like I say, when any live stream I do automatically gets demonetized, and also that automatically is limited. You're not going to see it. No one's going to see it. And I don't think that happens on my other channel. I don't think it happens. When I've done a live stream on that, it's gone out fine. But on this channel, for whatever reason, it's probably because of all the thumbs down, because the thumbs down person you know, whatever that's all about. I do not know. Again, maybe they report me. They might report all my videos. I do not know. They're not happy with me, but so. But it just makes it really difficult to do anything. It makes it really difficult to grow as a channel. I'm in the doldrums. I'm never getting out. So they say make regular videos. They say YouTube says make regular videos, and you will gain subscribers. I've been making Coffee Times regularly for like 2 years. No increase in viewers because everyone's demonetized, and so therefore shadow banned or shadow filtered or whatever it is. That's the way it goes. That's the way it plays. So I don't know. It is what it is. It's what it is. And we do the Tuesday nights because some people turn up. So I've lost the questions again. Alex says, let's not forget how dubious some of these ads are too. I've seen YouTube ads for apps that are obviously scams, data sponges, uncensored swear words, sexual overtones, overly violent. One rule for them. Oh yeah, there are creators on here. There's a British creator whose videos are, well, he hasn't made any in a while. He's a very famous one, whose videos are always overly violent, but has no issue. And that because advertising, and you just think, why is there a rule for one and a rule for another? I don't understand it. It's not a level playing field. It's just what it is. Alex says, or should I get a pro to look at it? It's really buzzy as well. Well, it could be. The neck is completely out of whack. An acoustic. Oh, you see, an acoustic's got a set neck, and if the neck has got a warp on it, look down the neck. If it's got a twist on it, does it buzz on a certain point of the neck? Because if it's on one side of the neck that it buzzes, then there could be a twist in the neck, and if that's the case, you've got a very expensive piece of matchwood there, something that you could burn, if you're on a desert island. Again, this is why you shouldn't buy cheap acoustics from Amazon, because you can end up with a piece of Chinese crap. And that's unfair because there are some good Chinese guitars out there. But the problem with acoustics is if you've got a bad one, there's nothing you can do to fix it, because it's not like an electric guitar. You can obviously replace the neck if it's really bad. You can get a new neck, or you can put a shim in the neck pocket to even up the angle, the neck angle. There's lots of things you can do with an electric guitar that you can't do with an acoustic. So you might want to spend a bit more money on your next acoustic, or or try one, or get one from the charity shop, I think. So yeah, you might want to get someone to have a look at it, but if you haven't spent a lot of money on it, is there a point? You might as well, get another guitar. So yeah, so it's tricky, that one. It's a real tricky one because it is an acoustic. So says to Liam, yeah. I was just thinking about that. I also feel if someone wants to comment whatever they want on the comment section for YouTube's kids video, there should be a disclaimer for that too. James says, Viagra or proper investment for my YouTube ads. Is that what you get? Oh dear. I've YouTube Gold or whatever it is. I pay to not have ads, so I haven't seen an ad in years. Because I do this, I give them a little bit of money back. Alex says, I like big bows, and I cannot lie, indeed. Again, it's tricky with acoustics. It really is, because it's once they go wrong, sometimes it's good just to get rid of it and start again, because you're going to end up like throwing good money after bad, as I say. The one where I loosened my rod, indeed. Cyrus says, oh, and not being able to save any YouTube kids videos on any of your playlists makes little no sense to me. But again, it's, you know. Liam says, do you ever think maybe they've just marked your channel as always demonetised, making you appeal every time? Yeah, for the live streams, absolutely. Because it doesn't happen on my other channel. Again, I think there's somebody out there who doesn't like me, you know, who probably, like I say, reports my videos, but you know, there's not a lot I can do about it. Though YouTube are aware of those people now, so YouTube are aware and are very interested because, you know, I managed to get someone to listen to me, which was nice. Jez says, righty Lucy, lefty tighties, fried my head. I know, my brain's futzed as well. See, I say words like futzed. Futzed isn't a swear, you know. It's jiggered, it's futzed. I avoid the swears. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy, really. And on that, with Jez's head fried, we're gonna call it a day. Cyrus says, unpopular opinion, but summer has been one of my favourite times of the year, minus the heat waves later on. Mine is September. September's my favourite month. Why? Well, it's the month where I stepped out with the missus. It's the month where both my children were born, and you get the heat from summer subsiding, and that lovely golden moment between summer and autumn where, you know, summer's leaving and it's sad, you know, but you get that coolness and that slight like it's like spring where you get the warmth coming. You get that warmth in spring coming from the winter, and you feel the sap rising. With it's the opposite, and I like those two. I like spring and I like the autumn. I like those two, you know, opposites. I like that. So there we go. Oh, we waxed a bit lyrical then, didn't we? We waxed a bit lyrical. Pink says, I hate summer. The heat and the power cuts are the worst. So at least we put YouTube to rights. Oh yeah, I've solved everything. And Blunt says, yeah, I'm an autumn type kind of guy. Cyrus says, gonna have to head out to get more done. Have a great one. Shine on and ta-ra. And the same to you, Cyrus. Have a good day. Be productive. And that goes for the rest of us. Let's all be cheerful and productive and smell nice, and we'll do this all again next time. Alex says September's my favourite month too, though it's given my birth month. I might be a bit biased indeed. Paul says night to all, indeed. Night Paul. And like I say, we'll do this all again next time. Thankfully my stomach behaved itself, though I did have a good empty beforehand. So Alex says it's an FO. Really? Who are you calling an FO? Electric Semi. Looks really nice. Paid $260. Gonna go with Kingston Girls. Never buy a guitar again without playing it first. FO Electric Semi. Is it a set neck, Alex? Is it a set? One, what's the name? What brand is it? And is it a set neck? Is it an Epiphone or something like that? Because $260 sounds like you'd be paying an Epiphone price. No, Alex, you can't say no. I'm asking you about your guitar, man. Come on. Is it a set neck? You can't do this to me. Or is it a bolt-on neck? The one I could empty beforehand, indeed. I'm just waiting for Alex to tell me about his neck. Is it a set neck or a bolt-on neck? I need to know. I won't be able to sleep otherwise. Oh, Jesus. Alex. Speak to me, Alex. Speak. Is it a set neck or a bolt-on neck? I know. I think... How do you keep an idiot in suspense? I'll tell you next week. Anyway. Hey, we're halfway there. Hey, living in suspense. Didn't quite scan, but I think I got away with it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully you had some fun. Hopefully it was a distraction from your impending mortality. that was it. We did it again. We did it again for another week. Remember, if you can't be good, be safe. But more importantly, don't tell your mother. Ta-ra.